Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest account overview. Today we'll be showcasing Care Factor's original solo trap. So this is a different solo trap comp than you're probably used to seeing. Usually at 120, 150 mil, you'd probably see like the tier 2, tier 3, like 2 mil each, or 2.5 mil, 3 mil each, tier 2, and then like 500k or 300k to 500k tier 3. But on this one, Care Factor has a very special comp for this one, and you'll get to see the full account overview today. We're just showing you what kind of hits it can take. So he took a little gangbang here, was able to cap all of them. Again, this was the clip that got him second in the top traps competition, and it's probably more because of the second half part of this clip, which we'll go to right now. So this is the rally that he took on the same account. So this is actually a full rally here, 2.2 million, what's called range coming towards him. So he's going to switch to his infantry, switch to his war gear, and then basically take the attack now. So he usually just actually tries to port away right as the rally is sent. But at this point, he actually let the rally hit him. Usually he tries to catch people off guard, and you'll get to see his full account overview and all that. Again, he's only 152 mil might. He only has 3.6 million troops. He was able to take a full rally with that. He does have the counter research done, so if you're wondering how he is able to do this, it is that counter research. It is super strong, but you can see, yeah, he actually won the rally, took 0 losses, got a bunch of free kills for that too. So again, this was an amazing take, and we'll go. Hey, so we're on the account now, so we'll take a look at what he has in here. He currently has 3.1 million. He usually has a little bit more troops, but I think he took a rally and lost a little bit in his front line there. He tried. In the video, he had about 900k of each tier 2, so he's down a little bit on there, but he can train that up if he wants really easily. He has 260,000 of each tier 4, so that's all the troops he has. He only has 3 million troops, and he's able to take massive solo attacks and take actually rallies on this with some range. So in that rally you saw there, he took tier 4 infantry range. They sent range at him. He was able to take the hit with only about 4 million troops and win the rally, get 0 reds. Again, that's because of the counter research. So we go to his, whoops, that's not what I wanted to click. So we'll get out of that. One second, where am I? Yeah, here we go. We'll get out of that, go over to the research here. So you can see he is a tier 4 account, does have all the tier 4 stuff, but he has everything else too. So taking a look at this, he does have all the counter research done. So if you guys don't know the counter research, it basically makes you do 30% more damage and take 30% less from what you're countering. That also works on your other squads as well. So let's say they sent a range rally and you're sitting in range. Your infantry is still doing 30% more damage. You're just not taking 30% less on your range. That's the only difference there. If you're not sitting in the right phalanx there, it doesn't mean you're not doing the damage. It just means you're not getting reduced damage because it's not your front line. You're not countering them on the front line, but your back line is still doing the damage. So that still happens. So taking a look at everything else, you probably want to see the gear. This guy has amazing gear on it. It is a pay-to-play account. Keep that in mind. This is not a free-to-play account by any chance. He almost has full mythic. He's missing full mythic on the cup, the boots, and the helmet, but everything else is mythic. He has full gold jewels in there too, so that gives him 255% cav, 281 infantry, and 266 range. So taking a look at that, if you actually put the gear on and look at his stats, I'm not sure if he's in war stats or not, but yeah, I think he is, because he's at 462 infantry, 459 range, and 460 cav, so he's basically 460 mixed, pretty close to that as you can actually get there. And then looking at this, yeah, he has 475% army HP, so really good army HP. I'm not sure if he has the boost on right now. Oh, he does have a 20. Yeah, so he does have the boost on, so he is doing okay on there too. So his HP is that. We'll take a look at that again. So going back to that, I'll take a look, and yeah, so he's at 475 army HP, 245 army defense, and 187% army attack. Again, he doesn't have a leader or anything right now. If he had someone else's leader, obviously that would go way up, and he could be over 200% army attack with that 460% mix there. So we'll go back No, he's monster gear. Never mind. I'll go back to his monster gear, just so people don't see it, just because people in the kingdom probably are looking at that right now. So anyways, we'll take a look, because right before this video happened, it was kind of funny. I did get hit on it right before I was trying to set this up. So I was like trying to set this up to do the account overview, and someone comes in, does a tester attack, then rallies them. So so that was kind of funny. But yeah, so this was the tester attack. They went 375. That was a full counter because again, I was online. So they ended up doing the sharpshooters, which was, I think it was just the tier 5. I don't think the other things did any damage, but yeah, they went tier 2, tier 4, only did 4,000 damage. Again, that's his comp there. He's only got 3 million troops, so it's kind of crazy. So actually, I want to take a look at that, because I wanted to see, 1 second. It doesn't want to actually go over for some reason. Downloading data? What do you mean downloading data? What does that even mean? There you go. Okay, just like the longest delay ever. So we'll take a look and see if he did any damage, or was it actually just the tier 5 familiars that did the damage? Because they are going to hit the range on the wall. The wall is down, and I think, yeah, we'll take a look. No, it might have been nope. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Yeah, it is them actually doing damage. So they were actually doing a little bit of damage there. But again, this wasn't Monster Hunter gear. I didn't switch gear for this attack because it was a tester attack. So anyways, did take that one out pretty easily. Again, they only did 4,000 damage with that attack, and this guy only has 3.6 million troops. Again, he does have, I think he has quite low research. I'll take a look at all these. Yeah, I think these are, this account was pretty much set up from the start. So he's got a couple equipped swaps on there. That's about it. Army leadership, he has the phalanxes unlocked. He doesn't have wedges, so I know cab wedge is really good, but it adds a couple million might, so that might not be something you want to do if you're trying to stay low on this. This one, he just has the breakthrough. I think does he have familiars? He has 1 slot and nothing else in familiars for that, and then obviously none of this stuff, because he's not a rally lead. He's a trap, and he's a solo trap / rally trap, solo rally trap, I guess, because again, he can take rallies on this count, but again, that's just because the counter research allows you to do that. So it's a really cool little account. I don't know what other, like, what familiars does he have on his wall? He must have something. Okay, it's just Aquarius. So that's all I run to on my solo trap with the single slot. On this account, he probably could run the stacking familiars, but since you'll be switching your phalanxes for countering, it's not really the best, because you need to have all 3 of them to make it worth it. And it's probably not worth it at that point, even though they would work out really well because he has very little troops. Taking out like 10% of his troops is really easy, because he only has, that would only be 100k to actually get that thing to pop. So it would do okay, especially in his front line with his gladiators when he only has 700k. You'd only need like 70k injured for that to start popping off. But again, he does want to counter the thing. That's the whole point of the counter research. So getting the stacking ones would only be good for like a rain trap. If he was a rain trap in like infantry, it might be okay, but anyways, that's beside the point. I just wanted to go over this really cool account. Again, he has amazing gear, amazing, like, he can actually just sit here. That's how he baits, by the way. He just sits here without anti on, because if someone scouts you, you have 3 million troops, there's a good chance they're going to go try and solo you and end up getting capped, or they'll send a half-ass rally because they don't think you have very many troops forever. They're like, oh, this is easy. You don't need to do much. Don't even need a good rally lead. And then he could pop on his war gear, get the reins, and then cap the guy or whatever. It doesn't mean he's going to cap the guy, because, again, he doesn't have that many troops, but it doesn't mean he's going to take any losses either. So even if he doesn't cap a rally, if he kills like 1.3 million and takes 0 losses, that's a huge win, because guess what? It's basically you lose 0 troops and they lose like 600,000 or 700,000. It's really cool way you get free kills and all that. Anyways, I think that's the full account overview. Like, there's not much to show, honestly. Like, it's so simple but so good at the same time that it's when I first saw it, the clip he sent me, I was like, how the hell did he do that? Because, like, I probably wouldn't even take some of those hits on my like rally trap or my rain trap solo, and he was taking it with like 3 million troops. I was like, what is going on? But yeah, that's just that counter research. Whoops, that's not the counter research. Counter research is just so strong. This counter research down here, this 30% less damage and then 30% more damage. It's crazy how overpowered this is. And unfortunately, it is like, I think it's like 26 million might or 30 million might, around there. So it does add quite a bit of might to your base might. You'll see, where's his base might here? Take a look at his base might here. Where is it? yeah, you can see he only has 47 million might and troops, so he's able to do that with 47 million might and troops. His buildings and stuff is normal. Research is 85 million, so it's quite a bit higher, like 20 something million more than, let's say, a rally trap would be. So keep that in mind if you get this research. But I mean, it's so strong, it's almost worth the 26 mil might, depending on what might you want to be and how you want to do it. And then, yeah, you can see his familiar is only like 1 million. He only has 800k in quests and all that, so it's pretty basic what's called might on this count, other than the research, which is normal like rally trapping plus the might for the what's called counter research. Unfortunately, it is 5,400 tombs, I think, to get the counter research, so it's around 1,800 tombs per what's called counter research to max them. So if you have 1,800 tombs, you can probably max one and then leave the other ones, especially if, let's say, you're an infantry rain trap, you probably want to max the infantry one just because that's your front line. You can go do that. Or I don't know, or whatever. You can play around with it. Whatever your weaker stat is, maybe you want to increase the damage against counters and stuff like that on that weakest stat. So that's something you guys can play around, or just get the full counter research. It's really good, by the way. Again, he does have some troops in his sanctuary. You can always pull those out if you ever needed them. But yeah, he likes to stay around a certain might. So he's currently around 155 with his current comp. He does have just basic heroes, so that's just the basic normal heroes you need. Rose Knight, Bombing Golem, Demon Slayer, Oathkeeper, and Snow Queen. He only has a single cav hero, so no double cav heroes or anything like that. He could get let's say, what's the other one you can get? Child of Light's a really good one, so if you wanted 6, he could obviously get one more Child of Light, but it does add like 500k might. That's also something you got to keep in mind. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little account overview of this amazing little solo trap account. Again, it works amazing, and I'm just like super excited after seeing that. So anyways, thank you, Predatorxvx, for letting me do the what's called account overview, and I'll see you guys in the next one.